I the a-hole for checking if a girl really spoke languages she claimed she did and calling her out. I, female 20, am a uni student in the UK and my semester just ended. Instead of going back home for the summer, I looked for a summer job. I've been working at a cafe for 2 weeks now. It mostly hires uni students, so we're all around the same age. Apparently, all the workers are fairly close and they go on nights out often. One of the girls, let's call her Ivy, also works there. I didn't know this, but she was Polish. Her accent was very good and I only realized when she spoke it. Apparently, she moved to the UK for uni. I don't know why, but I feel cheated. I mean, I have nothing against her, but it would have been nice to know, I guess. Anyway, people I work with had a night out last night and they invited me. We were going for pre-drinks. For those who are unfamiliar with our culture, it's when we have drinks at Ivy's before going out to pubs and clubs, and we typically play some drinking games. Ivy was there as well. She seemed well liked. Another co-worker there was Mark. Mark is Spanish, and I overheard Ivy and Mark's conversation, and she seemed to throw in some random Spanish words into the conversation when it was just the two of them talking, and he didn't seem to mind and did the same. Anyway, I admit, I kind of fancy Mark and found it a bit annoying. I took Spanish in school, but I'm not fluent, and I wouldn't just throw in random words into conversation with him. We were playing games and I asked about languages everyone spoke. Turns out Ivy spoke Polish, English, Spanish, and some Dutch. I pretended to be impressed and used Google Translate to ask her things in those languages, and she played along, answering them. And then I got to Spanish and I thought that it would be a good time to get her to stop showing off, as I assumed Mark was too polite to tell her to stop. I asked her a question and she started replying in very fast Spanish. I stopped her mid-sentence and told her I was surprised at her bad pronunciation. Both her and Mark looked surprised. I explained that hearing her English, I thought her Spanish would be better. She told me her pronunciation is not wrong, but that she learned Spanish as a child watching Argentinian telenovas and she speaks with that accent. I told her to stop lying and just admit that it wasn't good, but Mark chimed in and told me Ivy did in fact speak with said accent and it's not wrong and her Spanish was excellent. I told him that he didn't have to pretend to not hurt her feelings, that she has to accept that she's not good at everything. Ivy had the audacity to laugh in my face and told me to stop talking about things I know nothing about. I said that it's true and she should just accept it. She called me an a-hole and told me that this conversation was over. Everyone was very weird after that. This morning, I tried to explain myself in our group combo, but found myself blocked from everything. My sister told me Ivy was right and that I was the a-hole, but I don't know. I think I was in the right, so I'm asking here, was I the a-hole? Relevant fact check. Poland is consistently ranked as top 10 country for quality of public education by the OECD, and Polish students typically learn at least 2 foreign languages, with English, German, French, and Spanish being the most common. Yeah, you're not only jealous of her because she's talking to a guy you like, but you're jealous of her because she is smart and she bothers to try and learn other languages. There is an update.